NBA All-Star 2024. Vote here periodically. NBA.com's writers will weigh in on key storylines or trending topics around the league. What's your one bold prediction for the second half of the season? Steve Ashburner. The Lakers and the Clippers will meet in the playoffs for the first time.
Hard to believe, but this is a head-to-head postseason matchup that we've never seen. Most of the blame falls to the Clippers, who have made the playoffs only 14 times in 39 years in L.A., playing a total of 21 series. The Lakers in that span, 30 appearances, 82 series, 9 rings. Closing parenthesis. It will take some doing, but the Clippers climbing to, say, number 2 in the West while the Lakers snag the number 7 spot via the play-in tournament would get it done. A best-of-7, loser-goes-home series would be a fine way for the longtime roommates to head into 2024-25 when they'll have their own arenas. Brian Martin. The LA Clippers make the NBA Finals. This prediction was made while knocking on all the wood possible for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George to remain healthy for the remainder of the season and playoffs, which they've been unable to do the past 3 seasons.
The Clippers made an all-in move by trading for James Harden a week into the season. After dropping their first 5 games with their new-look roster, no team has been better than the Clippers over the past 2 months. LA and Boston are tied at 22-7 since November
17. The sample size is large enough to show that this is sustainable, if they stay healthy. Sean Powell. The Warriors miss the playoffs. Hey, it has to happen at some point, right? Why not now? Why not when all the signals are flashing emergency red? And the only reason they haven't sunk to the bottom already is because of Stephen Curry. Maybe this isn't such a bold prediction. The shock is seeing the Warriors grind so hard just to make the play-in tournament at this point.
So here's what's bold. LeBron James will join Curry on the sofa, as 2 of the all-time greats sit this one out. John Schumann. The Bucks will finish outside the top 4 in the Eastern Conference.
Last season's number 1 seed is seemingly in the top tier of the East, with the Celtics and Sixers sitting 3 games in the loss column ahead of the 4th-place Cavs. But the Bucks' schedule has been the easiest in the East, according to cumulative opponent winning percentage, and the most home-heavy schedule, 23/40, in the league.
They've also had some clutch fortune, currently 16-6, 3rd best, in games that were within 5 points in the last 5 minutes. Their defense hasn't been very good, and multiple teams, Cleveland, Indiana, Miami, New York, could bump them down and force them to open the playoffs on the road.
Michael C. Wright. The Warriors sneak into the playoffs. They've got championship DNA and the veteran leadership to right the ship. Vocal leader Draymond Green is back, and soon, Chris Paul and Gary Payton too will return, too.
Don't expect Stephen Curry to remain in his slump much longer, either. You can also count on the complementary pieces eventually adjusting and gaining the necessary cohesion with the vets to thrive in time for a return to the Warriors' brand of basketball. Golden State's issues on the defensive end are easily correctable. There's a reason Steve Kerr and the crew have kept their cool in navigating these doldrums.